Good afternoon, dear conference participants. Your attention is invited to work on the topic, Justification of Drilling Parameters of a Typical Well in the Conditions of the Samskoye Field. In the Republic of Kazakhstan, there is a noticeable shortage of water resources, which is a consequence of the natural features of its territory and climate. Since 2002, the country has been consistently implementing the programs, Drinking Water, for 2003 to 2010, Akbulak, for 2011 to 2020 and the State Program for the Development of Regions for 2020 to 2025. Unfortunately, for a number of reasons, the implementation of these programs did not allow solving the problems of water supply in certain regions. The described territory is characterized by a very low water supply and an extremely tense water balance. Water supply of national economic objects is carried out at the expense of surface and underground waters. The share of groundwater in the balance of water consumption of the rural population of Atyrau region is 45 to 48%. The layout of explored groundwater deposits is shown in slide 2. For the Mangostau region, the main sources of drinking water supply are groundwater and an energy plant for seawater desalination. A significant amount of surface water is supplied to water consumers through many kilometers of water conduits. The prospective need of settlements for drinking water can be partially covered by the predicted resources of fresh groundwater in sandy massifs, as well as by desalination of brackish waters of Cretaceous deposits. Groundwaters are confined to fine and fine-grained, sometimes clayey sands of quaternary deposits with interbeds of clays that are not consistent along strike. The total thickness of water-bearing deposits ranges from 2 to 10 to 15 meters. Slide 3. Filtration properties of water-bearing rocks are low. Filtration coefficients are mainly in the range from 0.1 to 0.2 to 3 to 5 meters per day. The depth of groundwater in a significant part of the coastal zone ranges from 1 to 3 meters, increasing to 5 to 7 meters in elevated areas of the described territory. Groundwater mineralization is high, from 10 to 300 grams L. The chemical composition is often sodium chloride. The purpose of the article is to typify the conditions of the Samskoye field. Choose the drilling method and justify the technological parameters of drilling a typical well, which will solve an important problem, providing household and drinking water supply to this area. Slide 4. In order for the mathematical apparatus to be focused on the specific geological and hydrogeological conditions of the considered groundwater deposit, a basic model of a water well was built, which must meet the requirements of the following factors. 1. Economic forces. 2. Geological and hydrogeological factors. 3. Technological factors. Slide 5. Taking into account the above requirements, the following typical model for drilling a water well was adopted. Slide 6. Below are calculations of possible results of the practical application of the above typical model of rotary drilling with reverse circulation. subject to the condition of not exceeding the allowable filtration rate. The highest allowable well flow rate is achieved by varying the filter parameters. Slide 7. The surface area of the well can be reached in 3 ways, or using their combination. 1. By increasing the length of the filter, the most practical and least expensive way. 2. By increasing the diameter of the receiving part, which is usually associated with complex additional operations to expand it. 3. By drilling a well with a large diameter, which is ensured by the use of rotary drilling with reverse flushing. We use the results of the methodology to evaluate the effectiveness of the method of rotary drilling of wells with reverse flushing in comparison with 2 other drilling methods used in drilling water wells: a rotary method with direct flushing and a shock rope method. The results of comparative calculations are given in Slide 8. According to the results of the work, rotary drilling with reverse circulation in the conditions of the Samskoye field has such advantages. Slide 9. 1. The maximum possible, taking into account the limited thickness of the aquifer. The flow rate of drilling with reverse flushing is 4.3 times higher than with rotary drilling with direct flushing and 2.5 times higher than with percussion rope drilling. 2. With the same diameter of the filter pipe, the maximum possible thickness of the gravel pack layer during reverse circulation drilling is 15 times greater than for conventional rotary drilling and 3.7 times greater than for cable percussion drilling. Powerful gravel sprinkling provides the best quality of mechanical cleaning of the sampled water. The consequence of this is also the minimum time required for experimental pumping and the minimum length of the well sump. Such sprinkling also provides the maximum duration of overhaul operation. Thank you for your attention.